Before I was involved in an accident that left me with a fractured leg and later on plates inserted into my leg, I had been promoting mushroom growing amongst the women. And this project was being implemented in Wakiso district, Chira municipality. At that time, it was a peri-urban place. There were women we were working with, and one of the projects we are promoting was vegetable growing with mushroom growing. It was until I faced my dark hour that I found solace in this humble practice of mushroom growing. After the devastating accident that left me unable to walk, not until I had clutches, I felt like my world had come crashing down. The pain was overwhelming, and the thought of being bedridden for months was suffocating me. But then my husband brought someone from the village, and that person came to stay with me. Though this person was also on a road to recovery because he was not well. The pain was unbearable. And whenever I thought of being bedridden for a long time, which time I was not sure of, I felt so suffocated. But then, at one time, after getting an accident, my husband and my family used to look after me. But because I had to stay home for quite a long time, most of them left and had to work. The last person to leave was my husband. As he left, he told me, Josephine, I need to go and work. We need to get money. I need to go back to work. So, because I could not walk, in order to protect me, he had to close the whole house and all the windows. That day, I cried. I cried the whole day. It was really, really a bad moment for me. So after that, what my husband did was to go to the village, pick someone to come and stay with me. And this person was also a kind soul that was recovering from an illness. Though he was not fully well, his presence was God sent, and I was so grateful for his companionship. As we struggled to find ways to occupy ourselves during the long day, he would venture out to call for neighbors, inviting them to come and help. And when these neighbors would come around, that is when I thought of starting mushroom growing because I had the knowledge. At that time, substrate was cheap, which was majorly cotton husks. So I thought of venturing into mushroom growing as a source of income since I had seen other women grow mushrooms for income. So this time, the mushrooms were saving me. The mushrooms were going to give me income. But before I thought of growing mushrooms for income, there was a day I looked for a coin of 500 Uganda shillings in my bag and I couldn't get the coin. That was also one of the worst moments. I could not find 500 shillings in my bag. I remember I was looking for those 500 shillings because my husband had told me people from church were coming for prayers. As a woman, I had to prepare something. So I wanted to buy peanuts, what you call peanuts, so that I'm able to fry them so that we can serve them after the prayers. I didn't find anything. And I didn't prepare anything for the guests. That was also another bad moment that tortured me so much. So I desperately needed money. I was used to getting money at the end of the month, but here I was very, very hopeless. I didn't know what to do. So what I did was to start mushroom growing. I'm glad my husband brought what I needed to use. That were the cotton husks. The rest of the things, the drums, the firewood, the spawn, I had. Of course, the spawn was also bought. So I started growing the mushrooms using cotton husks. Now, when I would work with the person I was staying with at home and at the same time with the neighbors who would help me grow the mushrooms, I would sit in one place and start telling them what to do. Inside me, I was choking. But the day I harvested the mushrooms, the day I found the mushroom blocks pinned, that was a game changer. At first, this mushroom growing was considered to be just a distraction and passing time. The simple act of nurturing the delicate fungi brought me a sense of purpose. Watching the mushrooms grow and feeling the substrate beneath it with my fingers as I attended to them, as I harvested them, really brought joy into my heart. It was a reminder that even amidst pain and struggle, life still continues and we continue to thrive. As the neighbors came to help, our small mushroom growing ventures became a symbol of hope and resilience. They moved me from thinking about the monthly payment to a daily payment. However small it was really important to me. Remember, at one time, I could not get 500 shillings from my bag. But now I started selling and I would get up to 5,000, 10,000 Uganda shillings a day. And at this time, I started buying whatever I wanted. I could not think. It was never a problem to me thinking about how I would get money to support myself. The mushrooms taught me that even if our bodies are weak, our spirits can still remain strong. So I started selling mushrooms and I started getting people around me every day. I had to make sure that these mushrooms come out very well because if in case they got infection, then that was a very big loss to me. Please find this video on our YouTube channel, Eco-Agric Uganda.